To capture my instant Martians, you'll have to use this vacuum compressor. When an instant Martian comes anywhere near it, activate the compressor with your remote control. The instant Martian will be compressed and sucked in, then sent to me through this pipe. Won't that be lovely?
Greetings everyone, this is Vaza here and welcome back to Sheep, Dog, Wolf and now Aliens. So the sheep we launched in the pirate ship mission seems to have launched off to very far places and has caused some trouble, so now we have to clean things up. We've got the remote control, which allows us to activate the vacuum cleaner, and we've got the instant Martian vacuum cleaner, which sucks up Martians in a meter radius. It works only when plugged into a ground connection though. And you activate it through the remote control buttons. So we have to put this in a ground place where there's electricity, and then have the Martians run into it, and hopefully they will get stuck. You can also get stuck in this thing yourself, so don't use it while you're in a meter radius of it. Alright. This mission is completely different than before. You are no longer catching sheep, but you're instead just saving the aliens. There are 3 different sections. There's the right, the left, and the bottom section. I'm going to start off with the bottom section because I have an order for this to keep the variety a little bit more interesting. So this thing is a shrinking machine. It shrinks you to a smaller version of yourself. Beautiful. And as one would guess, this is an enlarging tube. It makes you back into your original self. Our goal is to catch all of these rascaling aliens, T-200 I think they're called, right? Or was that the name of the machine? I think that was the name of the machine actually. We will enlarge ourselves first before catching that alien. You don't need to catch the aliens by in their full size. You can just keep the aliens at their very small size and things should work out. Oh, it's not centered. Okay, that's why. Yeah, these are a little bit weird sometimes. They are not always where you think they are. So just be careful of that. And that's that alien done with. Our next alien awaits in the left room. We don't have to shrink anything, we just avoid the shrinking machine completely. The aliens do not run through lasers, they're smarter than I am clearly. To get back, you can just jump over the lasers. The lasers do have hitboxes, so it's completely okay if you do that. And this time, let's touch less lasers, and that worked out perfectly. We haven't put down the thing yet, so let's do that. Go back into your location, Mr. Alien, and get stuck in the place where you belong. Or at least the place where the Martian thinks you belong. And to go back, we just press a button and go back right away. Next up, let's play around in the gravity area. This place has lots of signs. Let's see what any of them or all of them read. Unstable gravity. Warning. Beyond the white line, gravity is very low. If you jump or if you let feet lose contact with the ground, you may be able to never land again. No, I can't believe it. You did it on purpose. Don't jump in that area. Okay, it was a test. The area really starts behind the yellow line. So if we jump here, we go into space! To infinity and beyond. But that's not where we want to go. If you fly too far upwards, you will fly into space, and that is not a good place to be. While the past present levels do have atmosphere in the lava areas, the space does not. So if you go too far away from things, you will end up having a bad time. You will run out of air and you will be shredded into bits. So don't do that. You'll also fly off into the deep abyss of nothingness that is space. So, while space is really cool, you want to have something that actually keeps you safe while you're at it, like a spaceship or just anything else. Now, space is really cool. And also Planet X. Planet X is also really cool. I completely forgot that Planet X even existed before I saw this level again. I watched Looney Tunes when I was younger. Oh, and by the way, if you slide off something, you can hold down the sprint key and you'll go back to where you were previously so you don't fly off into space. It's a useful tip. Okay, this time let's not get stuck on the rocks. The rocks are a little bit difficult to get across. They have a weird hitbox. And the alien, even though we can't see it, is now in the place. Except we're in space. Alright. Moving on to the next sector, I guess we can sprint over to it, is this one right here. Reverse gravity in white areas. So we don't need to avoid the white areas, but it would probably be useful if we did avoid them. Apparently these aliens do not have reverse gravity in these areas though, so they have something that we don't. But that should be totally okay still. As long as we don't get stuck in it ourselves. Okay. It is time to get stuck in the thing. There we go. Much better. And the next area is my least favorite bit of this level. Black holes. All of these things are the void. However, they're not complete void. You can still get out of them, unlike a normal black hole, which will suck you infinitely until there's nothing left. You need to use these black holes in order to keep yourself from going into space too much, and use them to reach the ground, because apparently if you're on the ground, you're not actually in space anymore. It's a really weird level in that sense. Alright, perfect. And this black hole right over here is supposed to be used to get on this platform. If you get too close to the black holes, you will be sucked into the oblivion and you'll have a bad time. If you could just get onto the platform, that would be perfect right now. Thank you. Are you there yet? Of course not. Okay. These black holes are really difficult to handle. Even though the black hole area is really cool, it feels very unwieldy. You can never be too sure if you're actually on the platform or not. Like, I should be on the platform right now, but apparently I'm not. Okay, we're on the platform. The hole still has gravity, so you need to be careful of not getting sucked into the hole while you're at it. But also you need to be careful to not accidentally fall off the platform. And now we need to gun it back towards the mainland. Let's do this as fast as possible to not get stuck in any more holes than we have already been stuck in. And that should be safe ground right there. And back we go. Perfect. Yeah, the black holes are really weird. I don't particularly like that area, but it's fine. The rest of the level is really cool, and now we get to my favorite bit. These sections right here are really cool. Let's start off with this one, shall we? This section has lots of buttons and lots of lasers. You want to be careful of most of them because a lot of them are pretty scary. If you press buttons, stuff happens and you can make stuff happen. Also, if you are small, you can make aliens follow you around. We'll press the button one more time just because we can. And now we can press this button, because we're small. And I think that should release the alien. Not quite. What if we press both of the other buttons? That should be totally fine, right? And the alien is now freed. The alien really wants to step on us when we're small, so just make sure to keep running and he should never be able to actually catch up to you. So that is totally fine. Just keep running and things work out. We need that laser deactivated before we go there, because otherwise we're gonna be stuck. Which one activates that one? Is it that one? It's the most right one. The alien can also press buttons, so don't let the alien do that. That wouldn't be very cool. And if everything works out, we can now place the thing in the socket and get the alien to land straight into the trap. Where are you, alien? Over there. This button? No. This button. There we go. And now, alien, it is time to visit your favorite place. The middle of frickin' circuitry of a device that exists. Just 3 left to go now. Alright. And now let's move on to the second area. This area is a running area. You need to be really fast at running, because the moment you press this button right here, this alien behind us will follow us. We'll take out the remote and start running. Middle, bottom, top. That's the order. Once again, middle, bottom, and top. And once you're over here, stop running and just follow the alien. Not right behind him, but just to the side so you don't run over the same button as him, because then you would activate the laser that is just right in front of you. And that is it. Get all the things, and if we look behind us, the alien ship has stopped following us. Okay. It doesn't follow us all the way, it just follows us enough so we feel scared about it. And last but not least, we've got an area over here. We want to turn small first, and then press a couple of buttons before we move on with our lives. We want to press that button and that button. We'll just do the rest of this puzzle small, because being small tends to work out in these situations. We'll just make the guy follow us all the way back to the beginning. We'll make ourselves become small, I mean big. And now the alien should be getting stuck in this field. There's 2 aliens left somehow. Did I miss one somewhere? I wonder. I mean, that is it on this side. Which one did I miss? Oh! There is one more left here. Didn't I get this one before though? I thought I got this one. Did I not? Okay, well, this is in the middle section, or the bottom section. I thought I got this one before. Apparently I didn't. Okay. Maybe you're actually supposed to catch this thing while it is big? I thought you didn't. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it worked. That's really weird. Oh well. It's whatever. We got it. It's fine now. Don't worry about it. And that means we're done with this level. Let's just get back to where the Martian is, and that should be all of our duties done with.
Good job. We can board now. Well done. As promised, I'm going to take you back to Earth.
And this is the final sheep and the final goal, the lucky goal. We have a black sheep. That can't possibly be good though. And this is our little hope abode. We can't go into third person sadly, I really would want to. But this is a really cool place. We got rockets, we got blueprints, we got a fridge that says Almy on it. We got a sheep picture because of course we love sheep. We've got a working place with some Game 1 books, and we've got some purple book that has top secrets written in it. We got some signs, and we've got a board that has things on it. It's a really cool place, really cozy. I sleep here, and that's it. That is the final sheep, and that is everything.